Hey everyone, this video is about using the Headrush Pedalboard's effects loop with the Mel9 pedal by ElectroHarmonix. If you like ambient music or just want to get that shimmer reverb sound, it is a match made in heaven. The Mel9 is a very cool Mellotron keyboard emulator. At right around $200, it's pretty affordable for what is essentially a specialized guitar synth. It lets you play very believable Mellotron sounds like orchestras and choirs and flutes. And man, when you get that flute sound, it's an unwritten law that you have to play the Strawberry Fields intro. Anyway, it's a great pedal on its own and it's worth having. But when you insert it into the Headrush effects loop, it is magic multiplied. Even if you have a similar pedal, ElectroHarmonix makes a few that emulate synths, organs, and things like that. Other manufacturers have pedals like this. You can set those pedals up in the same way for different effects. So let's look at how to do that. First, set the Mel9's controls as such: 0% dry, 100% effect, attack around 9 o'clock, and sustain from 1 to 3 o'clock. For our shimmer sound, I have my Mel9 set to orchestra, but you could use any of its sounds for different textures. Now we run the Mel9 into the Headrush's effects loop. In to the out to the in. No problem. Now let's create a new rig on the Headrush. Call it what you want. I called mine Mel9 Shimmer. The Headrush can use one of 3 pedal configurations, selected here. We're going to use the one that splits the signal into 2 parallel paths, then joins them at the end. For the first 3 pedals, I've chosen a gray comp, which is a Keeley compressor model, then a graphic EQ set to the thin preset, and then our trusty tube screamer pedal using the smooth preset in case we need a little gain boost. Then the signal is split. The path below has a 65 blackface head with its linked cabinet, and then a chorus pedal set to default stereo. Now let's look at the top path. The Headrush treats the effects loop like a pedal. You can place it anywhere in the signal chain that a pedal would go. I've placed mine just after the split. Double-click it to see the parameters. The Mel9 pedal doesn't have any sort of gain boost, so I've set my send and return gains to about 4 dB each. That keeps a nice hot signal coming and going. Just after the effects loop, I've placed the volume pedal controller. The reason for this placement is that we want the Mel9 pedal to be sending and receiving all the time, and we want to control how much of it to blend with our guitar with the foot switch. The Mel9 has its own attack and decay envelopes, and having the volume pedal before it creates some confusing stuttering effects because the Mel9 doesn't quite know how to deal with a gradual rise in gain. Next, we have our dynamic delay set to long and thin, 70% feedback, 50% mix. Mostly I left the preset alone. Now the signal merges and we have an air reverb at the end set to church for a big 7-second reverb. Now our big chords sound great. But when we add in the Mel9 orchestra, another option that this setup gives you is hearing the affected shimmer sound without your guitar sound. All you do is click off of the amp model and you have 100% shimmer effect with no guitar. So now you can play keyboard pads with your guitar. If you don't want to bother setting this rig up yourself, it's available on the Headrush cloud. Search Ambient Rigs for Mel9 Shimmer.